Let me know if you have Wi-Fi problems. Hey everybody, it's a slot machine here with our very special guest, Jackpotter Slots, right over here. So, without further ado, hi Gamaholic Queen Slots and Jackpotter Slots. While we wait for more people to come in, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. We are going to Vegas on Saturday and are going to be there through Tuesday.
Oh my gosh.
So we're ready to go. We're started packing today, but I'm doing good, and I appreciate you having us on or having me on. The missus is busy getting ready for Vegas. So
I'm so excited for you too. And the funny thing is, I'm going to be in the exact same state during Thursday, during Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Oh, you're going to Reno, right?
I am.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I find it crazy.
Have you been before?
Never been to Reno.
Okay.
Me either. I find it crazy that we're going to be in the same state, but two different cities.
You know, I do a lot of traveling, Simon, and I'll probably get back up to Colorado in I don't know, probably in the next few months, and maybe I'll bring this Jackpotter with me, and we can, even if it's just for a night during the week, we could at least get a drink or get dinner, or if we have enough time, we could go to Blackhawk.
Yes, and I'm also thinking if you guys want to, we could do some live play at the home casino right here.
That's true. We can always do that.
That might be easier. Hi, Heather. How are you?
Hey, Heather.
Yeah, hi, Gambling Granny.
Hey, Granny. How are you?
Yeah, yes. And I'm wondering, when you go to Vegas, what casino do you hope to visit?
We've pretty much visited almost every casino on the Strip.
Nice.
And have stayed there. We've been going to Vegas for regularly, like maybe about 4 or 5 times a year for the last couple, maybe more like 6 or 7 times the last couple of years.
Sweet.
But before that, it was usually like 2 or 3 times a year. But we used to always stay at Planet Hollywood, and then we moved over to the Cosmo. And this trip coming up, we're trying something new. We're gonna go stay at the Wynn.
Yeah, I've heard some pretty good things about the Wayne's High Limit Room, and I find it interesting that there is a $5,000 a spin double diamond slot machine in there.
Okay, yeah, I don't think I have that much money to play.
Neither am I. No.
Maybe we'll get something. Maybe we'll get like the grand jackpot on Dancing Drums, and then we can have some fun.
Definitely.
That's how we play. We win, we start playing even higher. That's kind of how we play. Hey, look! There's Kilauea. Hey, Kilauea. Shauna, Slots, Slotty math teacher, GQS. Oh my, OMS. It's GQS.
Yes. Oh my, OMS.
OMS. It looks like you got good people in here. So.
Thanks.
So what do you want to talk about?
So I love Travel Slots is asking, did you change your name again?
Did I change my name again? No, it's the Texan is always here. I just made it shorter. I took off the word Texan because my logo that you created for me, which is awesome, is Texan in theory, and I wanted to make my name smaller inside chats because it was really long and it kind of made everybody type long. I don't care what you call me; it is what it is.
Yeah, my name is pretty long too, and also Slots is asking, do you think they'll have to dust off that $5,000 a spin slot machine when somebody wants to play it?
The slot machine's still here. It's still with us, and it's holding up well. And we'll probably check it out here in a little bit.
Nice. Yeah, I'm hearing that for that. I'm here. I also do like your strategy of starting on the lowest bets possible, and as you are winning, and if you keep winning, you go up higher and higher and higher, and that definitely is a good strategy to keep your bankroll from not running out too fast.
Yeah, so like we generally play like $3 to $5 bets, and if we're doing good, we'll go up to maybe up to 10. Maybe my better half goes a little bit higher than that. My max is usually like 10 if I'm feeling for it, and then if we're losing, then it's the other way, right? We start playing. You know, we're known to go sit at the Planet Moolah games and play 35 cents and have fun. So it's all about having fun.
It really is. And for me, my maximum bet, me and my friend Doug's maximum bets range from $2 to $5, depending on how we're doing. And like in our last live stream, last night, we were not doing very well. So we set it down 60 cents a bet to make the bankroll last so we can continue to have fun and chat with everyone.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. I mean, that's how we play. We don't have the luxury of having a casino nearby. The closest one for us is like a 2.5-hour drive. So if we go stay the night. So we will be playing slots for 12 hours a day, right? Or probably more than that. So we have that bankroll that we use for the day. And we usually have backup money for additional bankroll if we need to. But yeah,
if you not mind me asking, when you go to the casino and for WMS machines, do you prefer to play low denominator machines in general? Do you prefer to start out with old school machines or new school machines?
So first off, your first question is what WMS machines I like playing at the casino.
Sorry, no, the first question, it did get jumbled.
Yeah, no, it's okay. So, good question. I'll say that when we go to a casino, we usually each casino is different. And we usually try to find the games that pay, right? And so whatever they are, we usually go to like Firelink is kind of our go-to, or Dragon Link, kind of Lightning Link. I like Buffalo. She conquered Buffalo, so she doesn't like Buffalo that much. And Dancing Drums Explosion, or Dancing Drums in general. Can't forget those. But we do like to, like, when the casino gets busy and you can't go play those, right? Because our locals that we drive to are busy usually. We go end up playing old school WMS machines, and our favorites are like Mystical Unicorn, the Pirate Ship, those the Ultra Stack type games. Those are some of our favorite. And I mean, we still go play them if we're. I really like the ones when they're 100 lines instead of 40. When they're the 100 line ones, I like those for some reason.
Yes. Thank you so much, Deanna Cassidy. Simon, you look adorable with that St. Patrick's Day look. And Yo Ing is wishing everyone a very happy St. Patrick's Day. Thank you so much, Spice Sidekick Mike. And Love Applestot says, I'm trying some higher bets right now. 250 bet for me is high for me.
It used to be high for us. I mean, we used to be the dollar. I mean, let me back up for a second. Like, when we first started getting into slots was probably 8 or 9 years ago. And we would play like old school WMS, but the games that we used to play was quick hits, like the $1.50 quick hits. That's all we would used to play. And then, every once in a while, if we wanted to play together, we might bet $3. But, like $1.50 was usually max bet for us. We would never go after that. And it's just increased with, over time.
I can imagine. And I do find betting beyond your means to be pretty intimidating and scary.
Yeah, it is. It gets you nervous, right? I think alcohol sometimes helps that a little bit. But I feel comfortable in that $2.50 to $10 range, generally speaking. Over that, I get a little nervous. And Miss Jackpotter is the other way. She wants to bet $25 all the time. But she can't. But she tries.
Yeah, $25. No way, I know for me yet.
But you never know. One day it'll probably happen, Simon. One day, right? It's you're gonna hit. Some of our biggest jackpots, or some of my biggest jackpots, have been on low bets. I mean, $2 bets, 50-cent bets, and You know, then it's fun to go in the high limit room with like $300 or $400 and play $10 to $20 a spin, right? So, do you feel WSM slots are looser the older ones? That's a good question, Simon. What you answer that, and then I'll put my take on it.
All right, so lately it's kind of strange, but I have not played any old WMS slot machines in the casino at all. However, when I do play on my own slot machine, which is behind my face, I'll definitely be showing it during the stream. I do find that old games like Jade Monkey, Mardi Gras Madness, not the Village People Party at all, Christopher's, Dean Martin's Wild Party, they seem to be the loosest they seem to be like the loosest ones, because you can set the payout percentage anywhere between 93% to 96%.
Yep.
Even though it may not matter as much nowadays, but the older ones, they're definitely very volatile, and if you get it on the right moment, you can get 1,000 times a bet pretty easily. Like what I did on Dean Martin's Wild Party, when I got like 4 real columns of wilds and 3 real columns of wilds and 2 real columns of Dean Martin.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I think that having a WMS machine at the house and then playing it in the casino, yes. I've kind of learned that WMS kind of comes in waves. Like you could easily sit at the casino and put $300 in it to chase something, and it's just not going to come.
Yep.
But if you put $100 in and you start feeling action, or it's active, then I feel like those have some it's like the high volatility where it all of a sudden you start getting bonuses and starts paying pretty well, right? I mean, it kind of goes with every machine, but WMS, it feels like it's streaky is the best way to say it from what I've seen. I mean, Lightning Link's the same way for me.
Yeah. I do get the same feeling as you described with WMS. You described it perfectly. Since there are some nights when I'm just like laying around, I put a $20 bill. This machine is for entertainment purposes only, and it's not used for gambling in any shape or form. But I put like a $20 bill in, I see what happens, and then there's some nights where like $20 goes poof, gone in 5 minutes. Other nights I'm bonusing after bonus after bonus, and sometimes the way that I can tell that my 20 is going to last me like for a few hours is if I get a series of small line hits in a row, then a big line hit, then the most small line hits, and that's when I get the feeling that it's going to last.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got the her and I'm trying to remember the series of WMS games that we really like. Besides like the Ruby Slippers series, there's another series. I think it's the G Plus Deluxe.
Yeah, G Plus Deluxe.
It's the G Plus Deluxe, which is your pirate ship, your mystical unicorn, Josephine, Napoleon and Josephine. That's a fun one. Those, if you can, I know Caesar's Palace had 100-line versions of them, and they're so fun to play. The 100-line version. I mean, yeah, you're gonna bet $2, but if you get those, ultra stacks to line up, it's big money.
Yeah, I can definitely imagine, and that's why right now I'm on the hunt for a WMS Blue Ball 2 cabinet, so I can play Mystical Unicorn and to get the feeling of it at home before I go out in the real world.
Yeah, no, I when we bought our slot machine, we were trying to figure out what games to buy, and we ended up buying Ruby Slippers and Mystical Unicorn. Unfortunately, our cabinet wasn't able to do the G Plus Deluxes, so that was kind of heartbreaking for the missus because she loves Mystical Unicorn. But the good news is Ruby Slippers work. So
that's good. For Mystical Unicorn, doesn't need a wide screen.
Yeah, you need a widescreen, and you need and some of these games require that the OLED button boards, which are pieces of junk, but that's a whole other story.
Yeah, that's a bummer. So kind of interesting. What you can do is if you can get like a widescreen 16:9 computer monitor with like the correct plug-in port, I can help you with this if you want. You can plug the monitor into the machine, and it should work.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's. I think you're right. I just. I returned it. That game. So what? So let me ask you a question because you've been asking me questions.
Yes.
So since you just turned 21 and you've been going to the casino, what games have you really enjoyed playing when you've been going? Like, is there like one that you always like? I got to put $20 in this no matter what.
Whenever I'm at the casino, I always like to play Buffalo Gold because it if you're lucky, it can really get going with the bonuses. And I also like any of the Dragon Link machines. I'm not the biggest fan of I'm not the biggest fan of Ninja Moon since it does not seem to do very much for me since I low roll it.
Yeah, Dollar Storm can be rough. I think it's a little less. It's the balls and the coins are sometimes can be a lot bigger than a Lightning Link or a Dragon Link to a degree, and it makes it a little bit harder to get bonuses, and you can chase bonuses. And and the bonuses I've had sometimes have just been, 10x bonuses or something like that. It's not fun.
Not fun at all. Yeah,
but it's a fun game though. I like the graphics. That's the thing, right?
Yeah, the one thing I like about that game is because it is housed in the Mars Aristocrat Mars X cabinet, and that's one of my favorite slot machine cabinets to look at.
So you like as you're telling me that Aristocrat's your go-to kind of favorite brand of slots. Yeah, okay.
At the casino.
Yeah. I mean, I think we all play Aristocrat more than we think.
Yep.
I really do think if I would say if I balanced my time on how much I play at the casino or play slot machines, I would say I probably give it equal distribution to SG, which is old WMS, right?
Yeah.
And then Aristocrat, and then Bally's because of Firelink. So and Quick Hit with Bally's too, right? So it's been interesting to watch a lot of these slot manufacturers.
Yes.
And their progression, and it feels like Bally's is starting. They have some new cabinets out, right?
They do.
But they had the same cabinet, and it was the same cabinet everywhere for whatever game you could play, right?
Yeah, I've not really paid attention to Bally's, but the next time I go to the casino, I will definitely take a look at Bally's. And Carrier Willow slot brings up a very interesting point. The minimum bets have increased so much over time. It is harder to low roll now.
Yeah, it is. And the only game that I've really found that I can really like ultra low roll and have fun is Planet Moolah.
Yes.
Because some of them I think are 35 cents. So if you really wanted to get like really have fun and really you can just extend your time, you can play there. You can play on that for 35 cents forever.
Yeah, I do get the same impression because whenever I go to the casino, it's literally like every game is like minimum bet 50 to 80 cents.
Yeah.
And it can really take a dial really fast within 2 or 1 spins. Also, it does have to go to say that I do feel that inflation does play a part of this, since the Big Mac from 1970s to like right now has gone up 4 times in price.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, these machines cost money to operate, and the casino got to operate, right? And I think casinos are fans of games that people will play no matter what, and the minimum bet's cheap. I mean, Dragon Link, Lightning Link, you can sit there for 50 cents, and people play it for 50 cents. Even with Firelink's the same way, right? But it's crazy though. You're right though. Like if you go play Dancing Drums Explosion and you bet 88 cents, I mean, you could be done in 15 minutes just betting 88 cents. Where some of those other games might give you 20 to 25 minutes betting 50 cents, right?
Definitely. And another interesting thing that Doug brought up the other night is if your casino has these old games like the IGT real games such as Double Diamond, you can definitely roll low Double Diamond on like 1 credit spin at like pennies for like hours on end if you want to increase your chances of getting comps.
No, we do play real games. We usually play real games like high limit, like betting like $5 denoms. Those are kind of our when we play those games, and it's the quarter versions. I used to play them, and it doesn't feel like you get much. It takes to get it really requires you to get really lucky
It does.
to win like I mean a couple $100, right, on a quarter old school 3-reel machine. But they're still fun, right? I mean, it's I think some of our biggest jackpots have been on 3-reel machines. Double top dollar. I think Catherine's biggest jackpot was on I think it was on double triple diamond. And she was betting $10 denom and got triple diamond, triple bar, triple diamond. It was like $8,000. It was
Yes.
That was about 3 or 4 years ago. It was a crazy win.
That is impressive. That is so impressive to think about. I do feel that sometimes old school that people do underestimate older real machines as clunky and just kind of like as meh. But you can definitely have some potential. And kind of on a random tangent, J-Ro Slot says, Texan shade for the thumbnail, but not for the live stream. And Easy Life Slot Jackpot says, did someone say dancing drum explosion?
I did say dancing drums explosion. I think I've said it like 4 times. I think
yes.
I think everybody should take a shot every time I say DDE.
DDE shot.
DDE.
Yeah, for me, every time you say DDE, I'm going to take a shot of my computer mouse.
Oh, you're gonna keep up. So what's been your biggest win to date so far since you've been going to the casino in the 2 months you've been 21? I'm curious.
So my biggest win I've ever got was $250 on Dragon Link Autumn Moon, and it was like my biggest win. And
Okay.
also, I think that was like it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's only gonna get bigger. You're gonna keep on. I mean, you're a degenerate like most of us, right? And you're gonna win $300 next time you go, and then $500, and then you'll get a hand pay. It'll happen.
Yep. And Love Travel Slot says, do slot manufacturers sell them for personal use?
So I can answer this question if you want me to, Simon.
That'd be great.
So I would recommend Love to check your state regulations in regards to owning of slot machines. Each state is different. Some states they're totally outlawed. Texas, you can own it outright, no problem. Other states are like that too. I think Arizona, you can own it outright. And then there's some places that, like I think New York, like only lets you own it if it's a 1972 slot machine or older, right? So like they want to consider it antiques. But yeah, you would. And then I would also add that the manufacturers are different priced on how you can buy them. WMS and IGT seem to be the more affordable ones to buy for home use. Aristocrat is one of the most expensive because it comes from Australia. So parts and pieces of those slot machines are also expensive. Bally's is kind of up there, and SG, the newer machines on SG are expensive.
Sorry, what was the last part? My mom called my name.
SG, I said SG, but I mean that's the newer version of WMS, right? But those new machines, like you can buy I think we did research and you could buy a Firelink machine for like $5,000.
You can.
But a good example is an Aristocrat old school Buffalo game is like $3,000 or $4,000. It's
insane. And one of the newer Buffalo games can cost you $6,000 to $10,000 very easily if you want Buffalo Gold. And hi Slotaholic, hi Kugels World 54, hi Johnny Gee and everyone else too. And thank you Jeffrey. You two have a happy St. Patrick's Day.
Some slots okay, what's the next question? Some slots like Shark Week and others have a feature where it shows a countdown where you have a chance to get the bonus round. Do you really think you have much? Absolutely not. And that's just me from playing from experience. I think it's a thing that drags you in, and it just I've seen those games where then all of a sudden you stick another $100 in, and it blows and goes, and you maybe get 40-50 bucks in return.
Yeah.
I think it's a gimmick, and I've been staying away from them for the last I don't know, a year or so.
Yeah, just feel kind of meh in general about all of the licensed manufactured games like Madonna, Shark Week, and I do feel and also kind of on the same note that the Super Grand Chance slot machine that the Dragon. No, I'm into Dallas Storm slot machine with Super Grand Chance is also a gimmick like Shark Week.
Yeah, to a degree. I haven't got the Super Grand Chance, but I think that's half the reason why Dollar Storm is a little bit tighter than Lightning Link when you play it, is because you're not only funding the progressive jackpots up above, but you're also funding that progressive Super Grand Chance in theory, right? Because if you don't get the Super Grand, you're getting $1,000 or $2,000 depending on what nom you're betting.
Yeah, I'm feeling that. I do feel from what you said that the more jackpots that the more likely you are to lose, since you have to constantly fund the jackpots.
Yeah, and the ones that really disappoint me are the casinos that there's some in Vegas. I'm not going to name names, but they cap them, right? They like a good example is there's places where the Dancing Drums mini is always $10 and the minor's always $25 and the major's always $800 and the max grand is always $10,000. So it's not, I don't like playing those as much because I feel like you can't, we like to scout those machines, the progressive machines, to see what's big. I think everybody does that, right? We always go chase those $1,000 majors or, gigantic minors on UFL, so stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah, and I find it, and I do find it interesting. I do have a few questions from the chat, but since we're on the subject of jackpots, I'm wondering, do you feel that it is worth chasing a maxed out major or not?
I think I've only hit one maxed out major, and that was probably 3 Vegas trips ago.
Yes.
I think if you want to chase a maxed out major, you have to be aggressive at it with big bets. I think if you're chasing at a low bet, it's if you're chasing it at 50 cents to $1.50, it's not going to come. But $5 or above, I feel like it might pop. But you might stick $1,000 in there to chase that $1,000. So that's why you got to see if they're active machines. This is the best way to say it.
Yeah, that's a really good to say. And I also do feel that there's definitely a chance where you can win the major on a 10-cent spin, and also Randy Sadie's friends in the house. Woo! Thank you so much for the $4.99 super sticker. That means a lot. Thank you for being here tonight.
For sure, the boys are here. That's good. It looks like you got a lot of questions. I see. Yeah, that's a good question. I saw that question. So David said, of all the Link games, Dragon, Dollar Storm, Lightning Link, Cash Link, which ones do you find the most success at? I would say it's different casinos at different times. I kind of judge it. I would say overall, if I measured my slot career against each, version of those games, I would say I'm probably have more luck at Dragon Link than I do at Lightning Link. But I've had some really, really nice runs on Lightning Link for some reason.
Nice.
But it's all preference, right? So I like on the Dragon Link, I like the Autumn Moon. I think Autumn Moon and the ones that have the doors that open up, I like those versions, right? Those are my favorite Dragon Link versions, and then
Yeah, anybody else freezing? Unfortunately, the Wi-Fi has been a little choppy around here. Maybe 1 second. Hang tight, everybody. Thank you for your patience as we might have to refresh. And Brad brings up, and while you're waiting, it is crazy to think that there was one person who ran $6,000 chasing that 1K major. It is pretty heartbreaking to think about, like getting so set on a single jackpot that you spend way more than the jackpot or the bonus just to chase the jackpot and bonus. I do find that very unfortunate. And your Ing is also saying, I feel that the maxed out major will hit when it's going to hit. We just don't know what the match number is. I do feel that it's all about the random number generator, and you just have to hit the button at just the right time. And Slaughterhawk does some really good insight that you do not chase the major or jackpots anymore. Brad brings up another good question. They say higher denominations pay better, but is a 10-cent denomination maxed out for a 50-cent spin equate to a high denomination machine? And also, hi Palm Springs Spinners, hi Pito, hi Cassie. Sorry if I missed some people in the chat.
That I would say higher. To answer Brad's question, I would say that generally speaking, higher denomination machines or higher denom bets have increased better odds of payback. It might be by fractions of percentage, but it generally, and this is me from setting up machines, the options that WMS gives you. As you increase the denom, the percentages move up. So it's a different return, right? I mean, I think the penny version. So I'm sorry, I'm cutting in and out. My Wi-Fi is coming back, so hopefully that fixes it.
Yeah, knock on wood. Sending you a ton of good luck for your Wi-Fi.
Can you hear me still?
I can hear you loud and clear, which is good.
Here in a second. Give me a minute.
And
Just 1 second.
Johnny D. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you too. And Oatress is saying that I accidentally hit a $50 max bet on Lightning Link and hit a maxed out major on Lightning.
One day, I lost her too.
That would be so.
It's coming. I promise.
Yeah, that must have been so lucky, Waitress, to be able to, even though it was an accidental max bet, which is typically no fun at all, that you did hit a max up major. It is amazing to think about. Thank you, Woody K. I will be doing some more live art, hopefully when I come back from Reno the next week. And I'm thinking about doing a live art panel where we can all come up and chat as I'm doing art. And Oatress says that it was just luck. That is so true. That most times when you get like a jackpot, it is just pure luck. Like last night on the Roger stream, he was like, can you help me find the major jackpot? And I was like, okay, on Dance Drum Explosion. So I just randomly swiped my finger all over the screen when the pot opened, and I did get a $4,000 jackpot for the Roger last night. Since it was like predetermined, it was like really lucky.
Is that better? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right. Sorry about that. I had to fix that.
It's okay.
I don't know why the power flicked, but it is what it is.
It is.
We fixed it. So sorry, where were we?
So we're talking about accidentally hitting the max bet button. And also, hi, J-Real.
Okay.
Yeah, so you and that sometimes you accidentally hit max bet. I'm wondering, did you ever have that happen where you hit max bet by mistake?
Last trip we were at the Cosmo and we were playing the new Dragon Cash game, the high limit Dragon Link game. And Miss Jackpotter accidentally hit max bet and it was like $250, and she had like a ticket of like $400 or $500.
Oh no!
And the crazy thing is that she got 5 balls with the major.
Whoa!
And the major was, I think it was maxed out. She was, and you got a bonus. No, you didn't. Oh, but she's done max bet on other machines. She's messing with you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she was mad. I mean, she was like, you could tell that I guess the best way to say it is if something like that happens to you in the casino, sometimes that tells you that you should probably just go do something else instead of playing slots, because it changes your attitude, I guess is the best way to say it. And if you start having a negative attitude or just kind of mad at yourself, it kind of ruins the time from a standpoint that you're not going to win. Like we went to the casino like 2 weekends ago, and I was playing Locket Link, and I got I was just betting like $2.50, and I got 1 heart on the second reel. The grand came, landed, and it started winding, and nothing came. I was so I was just so angry. It was like $14,000, and I'm just frustrating.
Yeah, I'd be angry too.
Yeah. So, where are you staying at in Reno?
I'm staying at the Atlantis Casino.
Okay. Are you going to do some live streams?
Definitely. I do have 2 live streams planned out. One is really late at night on Friday night at 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. The other one is at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Saturday. And also, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe because you never know when I might be doing a surprise live stream in Reno. It's definitely going to be a weekend, hopefully filled with good surprises.
And I'll be doing a live stream sometime on Sunday and sometime on Monday night, and you'll have to either make sure you got your notifications turned on or subscribe to me, or we usually try to give like a 30 minutes to an hour notice.
Awesome.
It's just the way we go. We kind of go with the flow when we're at the casino.
Definitely. Yeah, I do. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the Jackpotter Slots too, because it's going to be going live on Sunday, and that's the day I'm going home. So on Jackpotter's channel, that's where the party continues. Of
course. And I don't know where we're going live from. We might be going from the Cosmo. We might be going from maybe Sahara or downtown. I don't know yet. We're going to plan it. We haven't really planned it out. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll go live on Saturday night when we get there. I have no idea. Nice. We'll see.
Hi, Doug. Nice to see you. And Brad asking, does anyone else get angry when you win a lot of money in the first 2 minutes gambling because you really don't want to lose it? But you know, you most likely will.
That's usually the last 2 times we've been to Vegas, we've hit a hand pay the first like 20 minutes we've been there, and then the rest of the trip is just absolutely horrendous. Yeah. But I agree with you, Brad. It's I would rather have, especially when you're on a trip, like you're going to Reno, you would rather have your big wins come the last night or the morning of your leaving, so that you can actually take something home.
Definitely. Yeah, and I definitely feel that for winning, it's like when you win at the beginning of your trip, it's like it does dampen the fun. Since it's like I won, now I don't want to spend it. Right.
Yeah, we hit last time when we were in Vegas for trying to think when last time we were New Year's. I think we were in Vegas for New Year's. We ended up on New Year's Eve. We ended up hitting on what's the game? Rising Fortunes, but the new Prancing Pigs version. That was it was a fun jackpot. It was within the first. It was the first game we played in the first 15 minutes. What did Kilauea say? I'd rather play on the casino's money for a time than spending the trip trying to dig myself out of a hole. Usually for me, it's the latter. Yeah, no, you gotta go to these casinos understanding that you're gonna lose. I mean, it's and when you do win, you gotta cherish it. So
You do.
It's what makes you go back.
Yes. Yeah, and I feel that and for like winning it's like even it is really sad. It must be really satisfying that like, if you're like on a losing streak, then suddenly you get a hand pay. It probably would make that hand pay feel 5 times better.
For sure. So I really can't wait for you to get your first hand pay.
Thank you.
I can tell you. Let me tell you what the first hand pays.
Yes.
So Miss Jackpotter's first hand pay was getting 8 quick hits on a $1.50 quick hit machine, and it was like $1,800. And that was actually that was a long time ago. I think it might have been 8 years ago, 9 years ago. My first jackpot was on Walking Dead Original. That was my first jackpot.
Yes. Yeah, I'm wondering, do you remember what you were betting and what you triggered to get that jackpot?
Say that again.
Do you remember what you were betting?
On mine, I was betting $2.25 on The Walking Dead. She was betting $1.50 on the quick hits. But yeah, she's gotten a lot of quick hit jackpots. Wow. A lot of eight quick hits, even on the $3 versions, getting like $3,000 or $4,000. It's she's been really lucky on quick hits. Yeah. Me, not so much. I don't think I've never hand paid on quick hits.
Yeah.
I think she's got like 3 of them or 4 of them.
Yeah, definitely, quick hits can be your machine. And I'm also wondering, kind of as a superstition, do you believe that when you walk up to a machine, do you play a machine if it feels just right, like as if you have if you got to like play that game, I have a good instinct about this game.
Yeah, I mean that's how I generally play. I would say if you've seen some of our live streams, yes. It's not we like to jump around a little bit, and sometimes we like to chase stuff, which is probably the worst thing to do, but we do chase stuff. But yeah, we like to jump around, and we get those feelings of yes. And you've got to be able to like understand the testing to see if it's active, and then be able to make that call of it's yes. not active, I need to get off, and maybe come back in 2 hours and try yes. it. Right?
Yeah, I'm wondering, how can you tell when you sit down on a machine if it is active or not?
Usually if you're getting some type of line hit that is more than your bet within the first 5 to 10 spins, and that's the best way I usually tell. Yeah. If you're just dead spinning, I call it dead spinning, where yep. you're just firing away $1.50, and you're doing it for 20 spins and you're getting minimal return for it, then it's probably either Miss Jackpotter would say, "Ooh, either something big is coming and you're just funding it, or it's just not going to come for a while."
Yep. Yeah, I do feel that when I'm playing by myself, even on my live stream, that I just love to jump around, and like if a machine's not playing, I just like to, after a few spins, I usually want to be out of there, and I just jump around like a grasshopper.
Yeah. No, it's good to jump around, I guess is the best way to say, because you will find active machines. I like GQS is kind of like, she jumps around a lot when she's live. You yes. can tell, right? And it's even Kilauea when everybody his last live stream, when everybody was telling him to go play DDE, and Joe, Easy Life was telling him go play DDE, you'll hand pay on it, and guess what? He hand paid on it. So. Wow. That was pretty funny. I don't know if he's still in here.
I will definitely try that strategy in the next live stream. Like if the chat has a good gut feeling, I'll go over to that machine if I can find it.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. It's everybody's got their favorite machines they want to play, and I think it's everybody's got different casinos that they go to that are local. That there's a lot of casinos that don't have Ultimate Fire Link. There's a lot of casinos that don't have Dragon Link. It's just right, and especially when you go up to some of the Class 2 casinos, they have totally different games. And it's fun to let play. I mean, that's kind of half the reason why we do YouTube, is that it's fun to watch other people. I joke around and say lose money, but it's also fun to watch them win money. But it's also kind of playing through them if some of the machines that you like or games you like to play, right?
Yes. Yeah. It is. I definitely do find that YouTube exposes you to a wide variety of games. And I'm curious, do you sometimes play a game based off what you see on YouTube?
Yeah, I do. I think sometimes I like to see some of the YouTube, like the new games that come out.
Yes.
And watching some of the people that go live often, some of the big channels that go live, weekly,
Definitely.
right? You get to see them play those new machines, and I can judge them on if I'm gonna like it or not gonna like it. And I'm not gonna be torn to go when if I didn't have YouTube to do that kind of analysis, I wouldn't be going to the casino and just be, oh, new game, I gotta go play it. Sometimes I'm like that, but it depends on what the new game's gotta be.
And Don brain thought, but I do feel like what you was saying about how you assess games before you play them. I really do find that YouTube is definitely like a really good place to go to do research and to feel and to kind of get a sense of how volatile a game is before even stepping foot inside of an actual casino.
Yeah, like I want to say that new game, I forgot what it's like, Marvelous Mouse. It's like the coin combo game with the 3 pots. I watched a lot on YouTube, and I think I saw somebody hit a jackpot on it on a live stream a while back. But watching other people play it, like the line hits, like they look awesome, but they don't pay very much.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so you have to get the bonus that's technically really random, a random bonus, right? So it looks like a game that maybe if I have some money, I might play for a little bit just to see what it's like, but I wouldn't invest into it, I guess is the best way to say it.
Yeah, that's definitely a smart move. It's like judging a book by its cover.
For sure.
And also, kind of going on to another question before we wrap up is, I'm wondering, do you believe that weekends or weekdays are the best days to go to the casino?
I've got so many theories on this.
Yes, I'd love to hear them all.
So I would say that I guess a good thing to say is that I've looked back at a lot of our hand pay receipts when we do taxes, and I found that most of them came either towards the end of the month or the beginning of the month, never really in the middle of the month. I don't know how I don't know the inner workings of casinos, but I feel like it's almost on a monthly revenue basis, and they have to be, they have the ability to control the payout percentage, and sometimes they might, have the higher payout percentages on certain machines at the beginning of the month, and then kind of wind back until the end of the month. And but some of our best weekends have been towards the end of the month. The days of the week, I like having free reign of the casino to go play wherever I want to go play. So I would rather, I feel like sometimes that when it's really busy and you can't play what you want to play, but you're playing other games, you can still win. And you're probably going to be in a better chance to win. But I would rather have the fun and go during the time of the week where I can go play the new game, or I can actually go play Firelink or whatever, right? Even though I might lose, I got to play the games that I wanted to play and not get forced to go play, some game from 1980 that, is a 5-reel game that you just can't. You generally don't win at, or the payback is just different. Hey, JS Slots. You guys, so I just wanted to say I want to shout out my buddy Wayne. I know he's not with us anymore, but sporting his shirt today. Hopefully he's gonna look over us when we're in Vegas. He looked over us. We had that jackpot with the Wicked Winnings video where we got all three. I think he calls them. He's got a name for her. Someone in the chat will know, but I call them the ladies, and we got all 9 ladies in the middle and got some ravens on the front. It was, $2,000 almost. It was crazy. I'm trying to forget what the name is.
I wonder if it was Betty. And
it was a bit. I thought it was like I'm trying to remember what.
Samantha.
I'm trying to Amanda. Maybe that's what it was. It was Amanda. Trying to remember what it was, but no, we missed him a lot. He was fun person in the community, right? Yes. So I got his shirt, so we sport it, right? So yes. And I think I think there was one. If you don't mind, I'm not going to shout out myself, but I want to shout out him because I think we're trying to get him still to 5,500 subscribers. So if someone hasn't subscribed to Wayne's a Slot, go make sure to do it. We want to try to get him to 5,500. That was one of his last wishes. That's what he was pushing for. So
yes, may somebody please drop Wayne's link in the chat.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. I think he's gonna be with us, Simon. Don't hold. It's okay. He's
it just makes me sad to think about.
It's sad. Please don't make me cry. It's really sad, man. We as a community, most of us came together and did a good job supporting everything, right? And I think Lori Luckbox did a fantastic job, and you were supportive, right? And I think we all did what we could do when we did our part, right? And so this is the great thing, Simon, is that he lives on with us through YouTube forever. He's got all these great videos, and it's perfect that he's there.
Yes.
So, all right, let's change subjects. I don't want to make you cry.
I also do want to do a huge shout out for Lori Luckbox for supporting Wayne's mom right now. And going back to the chat, Johnny D is asking, Jackpot Slots, how important is free play and playing with your card or not?
How important? So I'm going to tell you this right now. So if you hit a lot of hand pays, it is imperative that you play with your card.
Yes.
I would say it's imperative to play with your card regardless. I don't think the machines. I think that's kind of a myth that the machines have some kind of tide. Some days I think it's like, oh, they're always paying Texan and they're never paying my wife or vice versa. But it's comp dollars, the points. I always like to look at, I don't think anybody's really done a good job on YouTube on this yet, but there's really read the rules and the guidelines for your locals rewards, because some of them are just bad. Some of them are really good. Like our local with the Golden Nugget, we love it because they give you points back or dollars back on slot play, but they also give you comp dollars that you can use at any Landry's restaurants across the United States. And so it's imperative. And the other reason is not that I've ever had this problem, but you want to be able to track your losses, and it does a good job tracking your losses so that you can offset your hand pays at the end of the year. It's kind of like if you see scratch off channels, there are scratch off channels that literally they collect all their losing tickets, put them in a box for the entire year, so that if they go hit a $10,000 claimer, that they have their $10,000 worth of losers sitting there that helps offset that tax time.
That is so good to know, and I never thought of it that way. But I never thought of it in that light. Like, do actually that your player's card can actually make your tax season way easier. And J-Real Slots on the same subject is what I'm wondering: would you gamble at a casino if they took away your free play for a month and have no answer as to why they took it away.
You know, we've had that happen before, but I would say that we've done, like, we weren't smart about the reward systems at certain casinos. We always just went, you know, like, oh, let's go to Caesar's Palace and get on Caesar's rewards, and their return or their offers, you know, great free rooms and some food credits and stuff. But we didn't do our research, and we started realizing that there were better reward systems or better free play offers to the player that we ended up changing casinos, right? So, you know, that's kind of why we started going to the Cosmo a lot. They treat slot players really well there, and they have good food and good food credits. But we're going to try to win this trip, so we're going there with no free play, but we'll see what happens.
Yes, I definitely got to try out the Cosmo, and also Texan, please let us know how the win treats you, because I think everyone would be interested to know like if it's worth playing at the win or not in terms of free playing comps.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's going to be pretty positive. We did a little research. It seems to be. I think the levels seem to be achievable. I think the top level might be a little difficult since we only go there 3 or 4 times, or 5 or 6, or sometimes 8 times a year. But I believe that I think the thing I'm going to enjoy about the win is it's a pretty wide open casino.
Yes.
And I don't think it gets crazy, but it doesn't get the craziness on a Friday or Saturday night that the Cosmo gets. So hopefully it's a little bit more relaxed and chill, I guess is the best way to say it.
Hopefully. Yeah, I hear that there's a lot of machines and that they're spread out.
Yeah, why is Miss Jackpotter making a funny face and smashing her head?
Yeah, I bet she wants a good laugh right now.
I can hear her laughing in the other room. I don't know what she's laughing at. What did I do?
I'd love you, Miss Jackpotter. We would love to know exactly why you're laughing. I'm curious. You're curious.
Yeah, we're curious. Why? And now GQS is laughing. So something must. There's something going on.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, Cassie, even all the way across the country.
She can hear you, Cassie.
I can hear you loud and clear, as if you're right next to my ear.
So Kilauea says, go check out SW Steakhouse at the Wynn. Okay. Yeah, we booked. I think we're gonna eat at Sinatra one night. I really wanted to go try that Italian food.
Nice. Yeah, definitely let us know how it is. I've never ate there before.
That's what she's laughing about.
Oh my gosh.
It grows. I mean, we either go to our local, that's a 2.5-hour drive, and stay the weekend, and we can do that usually like every 3 or 4 weeks, or we can go to Vegas every 6 weeks instead and stay the weekend. So I don't know. I like the vacation. Are you excited that you're going? When was the last time you left town? I mean, this is going to be your first trip in a long time to go to Reno, huh?
In a year. I feel like I'm a kid going to Disneyland right now, and now I'm on our way to Disneyland. That's how excited I am right now.
That's how excited you are. So, but since the pandemic, you've been pretty much in Denver and like Blackhawk, right? So, but you haven't left Colorado in what, over a year?
Yeah, I've not seen my grandparents for a year either.
Wow, where do your grandparents live?
New Orleans. And New Orleans.
New Orleans?
And when I go to New Orleans, I hope to get permission to record at I'm forgetting the name, but Harris's.
Well, so we live close to New Orleans. We're about 5 hours away from New Orleans via car. So, and Coshada is on the way over there, where they're very recording friendly.
Awesome.
T-Town's asking, are you ever going to come to Choctaw? I've been there, and it is on the list of things that we need to go do. It's just they don't offer us free play, and they don't offer us free rooms, so we've got to get the attitude of hoping they compass on the back end. It's the best way to say it. So eventually we'll go, because we got a lot of friends in Dallas, and it'd be good for us to get up to Dallas, and then we can go up to Choctaw.
That would be great. And also, when we do go, I know it'd be amazing if I can meet both you and Slotaholic at the casino someday. It makes it for such an epic live stream.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think Coshada would be, if you get to go to New Orleans, Coshada would be a cool casino for you to go visit. It's big. It's got every kind of game. Nice. They always get the new games. It's big. It's a really big casino. But it's like 2 hours. It's like a 2.5 hour drive from New Orleans, maybe 3. I don't know. Slotaholic would know.
Yes. Better. And also, since we're at the top of the hour, does anyone have any last questions before we end the stream?
So I'll say that I see that Love is talking about how she usually stays at the Aria. So we actually, I think a lot of the degenerates that go to Vegas usually book 2 rooms. So, and that's to get double free play. So we're actually staying at the Wynn, but we also have a room that we're staying in at the Aria. So it gives us the ability to have a room of sorts nearby to whatever casino we're at on the strip. So we like to kind of keep them a little separate so they're not so close by. So we can go down to the Cosmo and we have a room right there at the Aria if we decide that we need to stay there that night. Nice.
And also, Slaughterhog, and I kind of jumped into the chat, but Slaughterhog saying to go to Chalk Drum, Hurrah's Harris's New Orleans has not okayed recording yet.
But for Kishada, for him, it's 3.5 hours. Okay, that's a long drive. I mean, it's kind of like us, like from where we live in Houston. It takes us about 3 hours to get to Kishada.
Yes, I would love to go.
Ventured out of the Venetian of the Cosmo. Hey, we're gonna go check out the Venetian. I haven't been there in a while. I like the Venetian. I heard. I don't know. I heard GQS took all the money last trip, so I don't know if there's going to be anything left.
Oof.
And you do the drive, it's 3 hours. Those drives. How long does it take? Let me ask you this, Simon. How long does it take you to get to Black Hawk?
It takes me 40 minutes by car.
Okay. And that 40 minutes to get to the casino probably lasts like 2 hours.
It does.
Like. Yeah.
It feels like some days when I'm in the car, it feels like I'm a kid going to Disney World. I'm wondering when I'm going to get to Disney World and see Mickey Mouse. But in this case, Mickey Mouse is the slot machines.
Of course, it's going to be fun. You're going to have fun this weekend. I really appreciate you having me on today. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And I really enjoyed having you on as a guest. Everybody, please be sure to subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for Jackpotter Slots.
Yep.
Because you could be going live anytime from Las Vegas this weekend.
For sure.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch all of your streams.
Perfect. Thank you, Simon. You've been a great supporter, and I've been a supporter of you, and I can't wait to see you go live on Friday and Saturday. And I wish you luck.
Thank you so much.
I hope you get a win bigger than $250. That's how about that? That's a good starting point.
Yes. And also, sorry, what was the last thing?
No, I didn't say anything.
Also, please do not forget to like and subscribe if you have not already. And if you're new here, please be sure to hit that great notification bell because I'm going live for at least 2 nights in Reno, and there might be maybe a 3rd live stream, or maybe even a 4th live stream if we get really lucky. And I hope our weekend is filled with great surprises. So thank you, Loyal Lockbox, for coming too. And I really hope you all have a great day. So see you in Reno and Vegas for Texan Jackpotter. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
You're very welcome.